Hey there, my fellow drivers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Pacific Drive, episode 27, Linking the Gates. Look at that bounty. I think it's time for the new skin. The other skin, the sarcophagus one. What happens if you go to a dead end? You die. There's no way to exit from a dead end, so you have to like either die or commit suicide. You can't get out from a dead end. Dead ends are really not good to go to. The game warns you not to go to them. So heed those warnings. Alright, doing a quick inspection. Oh, the Arda Parker's fine. It wasn't before. But because I, like, crashed a desktop or whatever, I guess it got better. The turbulent engine's dead. Okay. It's a weary part, means it can't really be repaired. So, time to toss the engine. Make a new one. So we need a lightning rod, turbine. Tires still look okay. Yeah, everything else looks fine. So lightning rod and turbine. And a panel. I lost a panel. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Then just one armor panel, it looks like. And this time around, I'll do the repaint. So we'll try the new skin, which is the sarcophagus. It looks very psychedelic. Oh, the chassis already had? Yeah, the chassis already has it. There we go. It's very, very glowing. That's all I can say about that. So, gotta plan the new route and fix up the car. So let's fix the car first. Yeah, at least I'll be able to find it from afar. Exactly. It stands out. Do I have the resources for a new blowtorch? Probably, right? Yep. More marsh eggs. That's fine, I can afford it. Car is reading basically 100%. There is some tire wear and tear, but nothing that I'm concerned about. Most of the tires look fine. So that's the bodywork. Quirks. None. Cool. Dumpster. What you got for me today? More chems, huh? Chems and putty. Well, if you're giving me putty, I might as well use it for the tire repair. I missed? That's insulting. Oh, the putty's not even working. There it goes. I didn't let it be known. I didn't miss. The game just wasn't letting me do it. Alright, this turbine can't be repaired because it's a unique part. Battery's fine, and I think the other part is fine. Yep. I'll just prove that you can't repair this. I mean, see how there's no symbol for it? There's an R for uninstall, a C for inspect, but because it's peculiar, it's not fixable. In fact, I think the car is 100%. I don't even have anywhere to put this putty. And you gave me even more putty. Alright, my putty buddy. So, if I'm not mistaken, we should have opened up a route now. Yes, there it goes. So we can go D1, A7 to where we want to go. So I'll scan there, and then I'm going to stabilize the route by reshuffling. I'll try to reshuffle this again. There. So touch and go, corrosive downpours, torn apart, and then quest site, the anomaly barricade. Nice. Good use of rescans, I think. I do have a whole bunch of energy, so what are we gonna get? Just for funsies, I could get the incident board. It will show days since last death, essentially. Just a, you know, it's a cutesy thing to do. Doesn't provide benefit. "17 rounds. Nice. There is also a deco vend if I want to build limb chips. So that allows you to spend unstable energy to get random decorations. I would like to save up for that, but it requires 600 marsh eggs. The repair station, when you park, where you do the electric flip switch, where the battery banks are, it gives you a little bit of a repair. It won't repair your car up full, but it does a significant amount of repairs, which cuts down on the amount of resources you need to spend when you get back. I think that's probably the only parts I'm really looking to upgrade, so unless I want to do a run for marsh eggs, there's not much else I want to get. So I'm gonna keep moving. I might want a new plasma scrapper, though. Oh, actually, we need new battery jumper. I need to pull a mechanics kit and a sealing kit out of storage, because we had used those. So, sealing kit, mechanic kit. Always replace what you use up. So I try to have stacks at 3 of everything in here, so it's very obvious. And actually, we have a spare plasma scrapper in here, so I don't need to make a new one. So let's get going. I'm timing this so that we should have a fair bit of daylight on this run, because we're leaving at 5 in the morning. You had an unfortunate scenario of god-awful mid-zone junctions constantly? Yeah, they can be really, really rotten. That's why I'm almost less concerned with the destination than the zones I have to pass to get through to the destination. Because if your mid-junction zones suck... Oh, so here's that song again. So let me know if you want me to turn it off. It depends what you're trying to do. So I know that my ultimate destination is a quest zone, so it's going to be perpetually stable and not trying to kill me, because that's how the quest zones work. But I did restabilize all the mid zones because they were really bad. Kill the song, it's annoying. The left-right that I drove through killed the song for you. I, again, didn't turn it off. Every time I've turned on that song, the game finds a way to turn it off. It's like the game... I'm sorry, whoever that artist is, but the game hates you.
Whether you're testing a lowly probable bill or aircraft, we'll supply crash test dummies. Our specialized test devices feature an extensive system of disposable joints for all your needs. Right now, we have an explosive deal going on. Buy one of our pallets and get the other one half off. Folks, I would not wait on this deal. These things are practically walking out the door.
An explosive deal? For crash test dummies. Well, yeah, I mean, they're all over the zone, and they do blow up on me regularly. I call them tourists, though, not crash test dummies. One of the things I was looking into to try to do, and maybe there are mods for it now, but there wasn't when I first started playing, and there wasn't right before the first marathon of this game, was to either add or change the soundtrack. Oh god! Woo! There was a can, I don't know if you guys caught that, but there was a can opener that I was going to hit, so I boosted, got just ahead of it. Because the Streamer Safe soundtrack is very limited. There's really not too many songs on the Streamer Safe soundtrack, and they loop pretty quickly as a result. But because the music is integrated into the game, just playing my own music in the background wouldn't sound right. So I wonder if there's a mod for it yet. This storm is so loud I can barely hear the radio. Bye, storm. So for corrosive downpour, so if it rains on me, it hurts. Oh god, and I'm heading into a storm. I looked at the regular soundtrack. So there's the way the soundtrack works in this game is there's like composed music for the game that is all sort of atmospheric and plays as like a bit like leitmotif, but they're not full songs, which is similar to the way Kenshi handles music. You know how Kenshi doesn't really have a soundtrack, it just has like... Was my trunk not armored? No, it's armored. Kenshi kind of has a soundtrack, but like 100 of the songs are just like 30 seconds to a minute, here or there. Oh no. So, yeah, I'm in a storm. Let's get through this as fast as again. So there's maybe like 16 or something like that songs that fit that bill that are composed for the game, and they're sort of leitmotif-esque. And then there are licensed music, some DMCA-free that are streamer safe, and then some that are not. And I think there's maybe twice as many total songs as there are like DMCA-free songs. But don't quote me on that. But for the people that are used to playing games like Cyberpunk or GTA that have like 100 songs on their soundtrack, this one is obviously limited as a result. As a result of, I'm assuming, a smaller budget production. Because, you know, GTA and Cyberpunk were not small budget games. But it costs a lot to license music, is the TLDR, I think. And compose music too. That ain't cheap either. I might ignore the other anomaly, the other anchor rather, in this zone, because it's I'd have to drive through this storm that isn't moving to get to it. In fact, I kind of have to drive through the storm anyway. So I'm going to look for things to do, hoping the storm passes. Ugh. The car is sliding, so the interaction spot for the fuel can kept moving. Storm is just sort of sitting there, isn't it? Fine. Yeah, it really isn't moving at all. Like, not an inch. So, I'm gonna hop to the next zone. A game like this one that this reminds me of would be Death Stranding. Death Stranding's a bit of a walking simulator, but I really enjoyed Death Stranding. It like stuck with me, you know? And its soundtrack is extremely limited, but they use music in a very impactful way. But none of it is streamer safe, which is unfortunate. I'd be tempted to, like, play Death Stranding on stream, but I'd have to mute the music. Well, actually, the artist said that, like, you don't have to mute the music, but, like, you know, the revenue share for any money made using the music would be, forfeit. Alright, so what's going on in this zone? Torn apart. Remarkably strong explosions experienced in this part of the zone shake parts from your car. Yay. So don't go blown up or parts fall off. Copy that. And up ahead is a entire field full of explosives. Ah, yes. Is there any anomalies I haven't scanned here? No, I have everything. Okie dokie. Well, let's top up the fuel and then be off. I say top up the fuel and there's almost no fuel there. Alright. Be that way. Yeah, there's a lot about this game that is similar to Stalker. I think what most people find, I didn't mean to do that, similar would be Subnautica. You know, with the whole concept of like, your survival is very vehicle-based and that you delve deeper and deeper and deeper into an unknown zone. So, a mix of like Stalker, Death Stranding, Subnautica, I can see all of it. I definitely don't feel like it's a copy of anything. It's very much its own game. And I don't think it was particularly inspired by any one game. Oh, that's not a pneumatic tube. But yeah, the anomalies obviously would be Stalker-esque. Or Death Stranding-esque. Oh, what a rip! Unstable anchor out here where it's supposed to be corrupted. Fine. And time to leave. Actually, time to go to the gas station. I don't really need gas, but I always like to visit my friendly dumpster. Good trick is to steal from everyone to make the stealing less noticeable. I mean, there's no need, I would say, to... Being inspired and stealing are fundamentally different, and I don't see an issue with being inspired by great games. You know, there's not a lot of games that don't build off of the mechanics of another. You know, there's very few novel games that reinvent the wheel, in other words. And generally speaking, when those games exist, they create whole genres in their wake. Like, you know, the first MOBA or the first Battle Royale game. And easily one can make the argument that those games, you know, are also built off of other games, which makes sense. Oh yeah, explosives are still just as rare as ever. I got a whopping 4 of them from 3 boxes. The first roguelike, the first, you know, whatever the first one is, it's like, it was based off of something. And then the first video games were based off of, you know, board games and non-games and word games and puzzles and things like that. We're all standing on the shoulder of giants. So we are heading into the zone that we were tasked to go to. It's got a unrecognized explosive anomaly that we should probably work to identify, but apart from that, we kind of know what we're getting into.
Give us the rundown, Francis.
What, me?
The electrical grid is your department.
You know the plan as well as I do.
So you'd rather trust me than have to speak up for yourself?
Guess you're on your own, driver. Good luck. Okay, fine. The regular anchors aren't enough to overcharge the arc device to the level we need. But there's an old anomaly barricade we can piggyback onto.
It's archaic technology, an early attempt to stop anomalies from drifting out into the wider Olympic Peninsula. It worked for some time.
Until it didn't.
But long enough to get the old wall built.
The barricade's in bad shape, but what's a little rampant voltage leakage? Not like the ghosts and goblins of the deep zone will mind. And if they do, all the better for Francis. Huh?
Appreciate the olive branch, Avi, but boy, do you have a lot to learn about the paranormal. I'd be happy to give you a primer after all this is over.
Ugh, hard pass. I'm far too old for that.
The car will induce a current along the barricade, in the same way you did it crossing the old wall. Every connection point needs to be induced within a limited time. Electrify the entire barricade, and we'll have all the power we need.
You heard him.
Floor it, driver.
So, yeah, we're just...
You're near the barricade's operating station. Can you get in there and look around? We need something that'll give us the lay of the land.
I am just a glorified relay, driving relay here. So here's the map they want me to scan, and the switch, which is already flipped.
I'm uploading the barricade map to your ARC device. By my calculations, if you electrify all 8 posts, you'll have all the power you need. Oppie, does that seem right?
Does it seem right to you?
I think so. Yeah, I ran the numbers a few times, and
Then get to it, driver.
Yeah, as Glitch says, the monkey flips the switch. I am the driver monkey. I throw things, so that checks out. It's not always poo, but it's not always not poo. You can never find that map? You might be blind. Yeah, it doesn't pop. Alright, here we go. Zappy zappy. I've got the limb shield on, so I'm just gonna plow right through these devil grinders. Oh, something threw me. And that's one checkpoint done.
All right, it's working.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to, like, avoid the devil grinders. You have to go so far off-road to do it. Just turn on the limb shield, let it rip. There's 2.
Making good time. Keep it up.
It's weird to hear Oppie, like, happy with progress. Normally, she only has criticisms. Or she tries to kill me. Without me knowing.
Looking good, driver.
Is this why I need a lightning rod? No, surprisingly enough. The car is the lightning rod. The lightning rod doesn't actually help with this.
Few more to go.
I do have a flat tire on the front left, but I'm managing without it. Driving controls are a little sploshy. But, oh, hey, that's an anomaly I haven't scanned. I think. Is that true? Yes, that is the one I haven't scanned. Back there. But I'm in a time trial, so it's not like I can stop. Without resetting some progress. There we go. Now I can fix the busted tire and scan that anomaly if we wish. Because I hit a checkpoint. I'm assuming this is just a flat? Yep, it's just a flat. This is called a blacksmith. And it sends out lovely, creepy spikes and explosives. Oh, I just got nuked. And spiked. It's a very violent anomaly, and you shouldn't hang out around it, because it has a massive sphere of influence, as you may have just noticed. But it's scanned now, so that's good. We did some science. Oops, too much boost. I'm like trying to drive like a rally car driver.
We're charged. Arc device readings at 4.2 gigajoules and holding steady.
Good, then we're all set. The arc device is ready to go. It'll hold that charge for as long as we need it.
Ow.
Pedal to the metal, driver. Storm's coming.
Time to leave. I hope there's ground beneath me. Yep, there is. I did not look before I leapt. Let's just send it. Oh my god, I landed it. That was elegance to perfection. I just off the cliff. I was like, the car's in pretty good shape.
Nice work out there. The well could be
A lot. Take your time and gear up. No telling what that remnant's going to unleash.
Thank you for tuning in to Pacific Drive, which will stream live on Twitch April 26th and April 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow drivers.